Hey gang, welcome back to another video. Now, as a haunter from Southern California, the idea of moss or lichen seems completely foreign. But as a haunter who spent a fair amount of time in East Coast cemeteries, it's an absolute necessity for any tombstone or monument. So in this video, I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to add dimensional lichen to your props. So let's get to it. As someone who's always looking for easy ways to give my tombstones a more realistic or organic look, the idea of adding lichen has been at the top of my list, but I've never really thought about how I'd accomplish it. Now I could just use paint, but that didn't seem quite right. It needed to have texture and volume, and after considering a variety of methods to create the texture in lichen, I landed on what's becoming somewhat of a frequent medium on this channel, acrylic modeling paste. What's great about acrylic modeling paste is that it can be tinted with acrylic paints and will give them more body, which is exactly what I'm looking for to recreate the texture of lichen. I started by adding about a tablespoon of the modeling paste to a small container, and then a small amount of the lighter of my two yellow acrylic paints, and mixed them together until the color was consistent. Then I could get to application. There's a bunch of different types of lichen, but the one I'll be recreating, and the kind I think of whenever someone mentions it, is called crustose lichen. It has a tight, almost mossy look to it. So I'll apply the modeling paste and paint mixture using a stippling motion to try and recreate this texture. It's a pretty warm day when I'm working on this, so the acrylic paste is drying quickly, which will allow me to bulk up the areas I've already painted to give it even more dimension. While I'm painting, I'm trying to make it as random as possible, using reference photos to help guide the shapes and clusters. It's really helpful and is a deterrent from creating patterns in the application, which is something we all do whether we realize it or not. For the areas that are a bit thicker, I'll use my heat gun to help speed up the drying process before moving on to the next step. Now that everything is dried, or at least dried enough to move on, I'll add a bit of raw umber to my light yellow and modeling paste mix. This will be the darker undertone of my lichen. Once the paint is thoroughly mixed, I'll start applying it just as I did the lighter color, but I'll only be applying it to the centers of the lichen patches. Since lichen tends to be thicker towards the middle, its coloring is slightly darker than the edges, so this darker yellow color will help to give these patches a bit more depth once I apply the final color. The final color in this process is a slightly warmer yellow that, when applied lightly over the top of the other two colors, helps to tie it all together. So with a small amount of paint on my brush, I'll stipple it onto the clusters to help blend the previous two colors while still allowing them to show through. This can take a little practice, so start light and build up to your final color. And once I felt like I had a good feel for the technique, I added lichen to the rest of the tombstone, and then this one was done. So there you have it, a quick and easy technique that can breathe new life into older props. And better yet, you may already have all the necessary supplies on hand. Now the only question is, how much or how little to get just the right look for your haunt? Well, that's going to do it for this one. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, but most importantly, go make something.